In which
All
case,
those
that
people
kid's
are
going to
probably
be
dead.
yeah.
Dead.
Well, yeah, but I meant more so that kid's going to be dead, looking like the same. He's not going to grow up. He's not going to get the older adult style. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of modaozushi. We come back as we normally do with nothing. Nothing, because we did everything last episode and recording these two back to back.
Which is rare, but you're getting a treat? No, the
Not
opposite
really,
of a treat,
Lessons.
actually.
There's no
That'll
benefit
be the
to this.
opposite of a treat, yeah. It'll be opposite of not getting the stuff you usually get. So, no treat for you.
The idea is that we're behind on our normal scheduled recordings. So, in order to ensure that there's no
My bad.
fall off on the YouTube release schedule, that we're doing these two back to back. So it's not that it's not usually done; it's not done at all typically.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got done watching the last episode. So whatever conversation we saw or you saw us have there is the conversation that we're leading into this one with.
We're not crawling. We're getting big chunks of what happened in the intervening period, but they're so fragmented. So putting it all together is like, could be this, could be that, could be that he did a thing, but we thought that he didn't do a thing, or someone else did a thing and they set it up, or none of those people did anything and something else happened, and yeah.
You certainly could do a recut of all of this and just put everything in its chronological order and see what happens.
That would make more sense. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. I'm assuming you would understand what happens, but there would be a lot of present scenes where Wei Ying just where he's very clearly coming back and forth from visions or memories or whatnot.
Or whatever.
But it wouldn't make a lot of sense without them, because we cut them out and put them into the past.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, well, that scene cut abruptly and came back for no reason.
I was thinking something that reminds me of last episode. I'm probably going to be in my notes again. That, again, I got to look up the notes. No, I'll leave it in my notes because we're going to get confused by the names. So I'll leave it in my notes. Otherwise,
well, that clearly means it either means Lin Jing or Lan Zan.
No, Lin Jin. I think Lin Jin is the one that said that he was going to protect wuxian from any dogs in the future.
That was
Yangshan. I think that was probably the worst thing he could have done. I understand why he was doing it. The sentiment is there. I appreciate it. But the problem is he never got over his fear of dogs.
The answer isn't always exposure therapy.
No, but if he can't handle things like puppies, that's an extreme fear. Sometimes it is not, a little bit by bit. You don't have to rush him with like 20 puppies. It's gonna freak out, and who knows what's gonna happen. But like have him like one puppy, and you're there, and kind of like the reverse you do with a cat, right? That when you bring a cat in, you don't rush the cat. You let them be in a room, and then you sit with them, and the cat is like, oh, well, the human is here. Human is okay, and then you get food and stuff like that. Kind of like that. I mean, that was the way I would do it. Of course, I'm not a professional, so I will leave that to the comments. But
I mean, also, you don't have this deathly fear of them. Conversely, he should find a cave and become Dogman.
That's just my take on something that happened last episode, which I will have to remind myself to put it in the notes, just in case.
I mean, it's ongoing.
Makes more so. Yes.
Considering episodes ago, we saw where the fear comes from.
Yeah, there were 3 cute Chow Chows. Although Chow Chows can grow up to be pretty fierce, so.
All right, well, all that said, nothing left to do but hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Of course, now another thing I remember is that wuxian is also, which is pretty obvious because that's what he was doing, and you mentioned it during the last episode, taking in the curse onto himself. So who's going to cure him of the curse that he cured Jinling from?
There'd be no one.
I suppose he might just accept his death, right? There's like I died once, might as well just die again.
I don't know if it's the same curse.
What do you mean it's not the same curse?
As the one that Lin Zizhuan is supposed to have had.
I'm talking about Jin-Lin.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Wuxian. Yeah,
yeah.
It's the only curse that he seems to have. So yeah.
As I just said, I don't think it's the same. It might not be the same one as the one that Lin Zizhuan had. The one that shows no symptoms and then kills you almost immediately.
No. That's what I'm saying. That it's not that one. It's the one that Jin-Lin had.
I'm aware, Lessons. I'm saying they might not be the same curse.
So where did he get it from?
A place that they were at. I'm not questioning where they came from, Lessons. I'm saying that we've only heard of 2 curses. And I'm saying that this one might not be the same as the other one.
It seemed to be very similar.
Featuring Nelly.
Get clean Rian.
Well, thank God you were about to build 200 more of them. I guess conceivably, when the arm showed up, so did Wei Ying.
I guess they were stuck to his head, yeah, not his eyes. Oh, they were in his eyes. I think.
Okay, now I have the power of resurrection. Well, not really resurrection, because he's still in a dead body.
Yeah. Skull piercer, so yeah, they were stuck to his head.
Well, I mean... So the element of when did that happen versus when did he die? Oh yeah, going across his entire fucking body now. Yeah, we know that from episode 1. Not what the narrator told us. Seal isn't the same as destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
公子，这是恶祖痕。然而公子呢，他一定能压制恶祖痕的。
啊，对了，蓝湛还在等我。
魏婴，魏婴。 阿月，爹，这怎么当爹的也不知道把孩子抱起来哄。
15 years ago.
这么强，是第一次当爹吧
？You cheating bastard!
巧了，蓝湛，你怎么来伊犁了？
夜里路过，
唉，好像自从听学之后，我们就再也没有这么对嘴而谈过了。
Well, there you go. There's the bit from the opening.
哎，对了，你来夷陵练什么呀？这地方我熟。
魏婴，你可还在修习轨道？
哎，菜来了，好不容易请你吃一顿。
Well, he didn't answer that question.
叙叙旧。可以吗？
Dumpling
都是
soup.
辣菜，我还以为你不吃辣呢。来，喝两杯。
魏婴，你灵力修为一直超群，何一定要弃灵力而修轨道？
轨道又如何？只要惩恶扬善，一切皆为正道。
可损身损心，终非正途。解怨气，凶师凶
I
险，
guess the thing
一旦
is
不受控制，
that they each have to learn differing lessons from the one that they learned when they were kids. Not
唤
kids,
醒冥冥的神智。
adults.
Teenagers.
但你自己，
The Guso era, as it were.
我知道你在担心什么。阴虎符吸食怨气过量，却易迷人心智。放心，我也做好封禁措施。
可是，
所以蓝湛，你也要我将阴虎符和一群老弱病残交出去吗？
你知我并非此意。
抱歉。
That's my lie detecting paper. Oh, it's the warning something bad's happening elsewhere. Okay.
阿宁，你连我的话都不听了吗？停下！
Oh, she ripped off those papers.
Now, we know she's got to be dead in the present. So,
Yeah.
just kind of assumed that was going to play out.
怎么回事？
四叔他们不小心扯错了阿宁身上的符咒，阿宁他又毁了血池的禁制，你养的那些凶尸全倒了。
魏婴，你说的封禁是这法阵？
阴虎符以怨气为食，此阵隔绝怨气，外人又难以靠近，是正好。
I mean, what's the difference between resentment and wrath?
蓝湛，你轻点，你别伤着。
I mean, this place is filled with resentment, or was.
Yeah.
So how is it cut off from wrath?
魏婴，
Sitting there, I thought it was coming all from him. the wrath was his own. So that's the arm?
Is it?
That was a question. That wasn't a statement. I mean, this might also explain the ghost general thing.
Yeah.
That he's the only intelligent zombie. Also, how do you defeat the resentment? You bring him back. Meanwhile, like Roll's lair.
Yeah.
听说今天难得多了几个菜，真不留下来吃饭？
不必，该回去了。
下次你来，我再好好请你吃一顿。这回说请客，结果又是你破费。
魏婴，这一切，你当真控制得住？
当然，温宁不是已经恢复神智了吗？史无前例的凶势。
那阴虎符呢？
乱葬岗上禁止冲撞，封禁只能用我的血才能破。
I mean, we're gonna find a way to make that happen.
Yeah.
你打算一直如此了？
不若如此，还能怎样？弃鬼道不休，放弃他们吗？我做不到。我相信换了是你，你也做不到。我也
Are you
想走一
sure?
条好走的阳关道，一条不用修轨道，不用拿阴虎符震慑，也可以保护自己想保护的人的路。可我走不了了。
I mean, it is the source of a lot of people's, I don't know. They're targeting you for it, but I don't know what's the source of their desire for.
该怎么做，我自己心里有数。我也相信。
It does insinuate that all the clan leaders have a hidden desire for demonic energy.
金陵台大婚，
我是江姑娘和金子轩。谢谢你告诉我，南禅。 一条独木桥走到黑，也不错。小文苑，怎么不去找你外婆呀
So what year is this? Again? 23? No, it can't be 23. That's too far ahead.
愣着干什么呢？快点，回家吃饭了。
No, I mean, this could be year 23. 23rd year.
来了。
In which
All
case,
those
that
people
kid's
are
going to
probably
be...
dead.
Yeah.
Dead?
Well, yeah, but I meant more so that kid's going to be dead. Looking like the same... He's not going to grow up. He's not going to get the older adult style.
好厉害的银铃！
那是，也不瞧瞧是谁做的。你也别怕，碰了估计多强。
没想到这回金陵小公子的满月宴，
I didn't think you'd bring a zombie with you.
Yeah.
A Wen zombie.
这个你放心，看在他请了我的份上，我1年之内都不说他坏话了。
Almost didn't notice that guy back there.
怎么了，公子？
有点不对劲。
Ambush.
You gotta admit that even though they worked him to death, they really got some gains on Wen Ning. Dude got buff.
Yeah.
Always with this guy.
什么恶种？千疮百孔。
There you go. That's the name of the 2 different curses then.
除了你这邪魔外道，还有谁会使这种阴招？
我如果真心要你死，你可不会死这么简单。
好，既然你敢做不敢认，那就别怪我不客气。放箭！
I feel like they just dodged that many arrows before.
别费劲了，整个穷奇道我们都清理过了，没有一具尸体。今天这里就是你的葬身之地。
Yeah, what about the ground? It could be buried here.
Yeah. He counts for 20 of them.
I imagine he's stronger and faster as a zombie. And then when he's playing the flute, he's enhancing him even more.
我心情很好，不开杀戒，但我的耐心有限。你若再不收手，
你真以为自己能参加阿离的满月宴？
你什么意思？
2年前，这条温狗在此地做了什么？你以为我们兰陵金氏就这么轻易算了吗？
Again, not the smartest guy. This guy almost single-handedly won the war against the Wen clan. I think I can take him.
金子轩是真心要死你的。还有你的好尸体，进我们兰陵新氏的家园，经历了莫大的风波。这个情不主仆。 上啊！快杀了他！
Again. I guess these guys are zealots because well, they're listening to his stupid orders too. Ah, shot by my own arrow.
Oh, he heard what you said.
So I know they lied about the wedding, or him being invited to the wedding, but is today actually the wedding day?
他们先放下剑，你能不能冷静点？看看你现在什么样子。
冷静，金子轩，你当真不知道他们要劫杀我的计划？
刘信，你疯了！
金子轩，让开！我不动你。
Okay, to be fair to the stupidity of zombies, he's still holding a sword, isn't he? Ah, fuck. He did do it. Or was it Wei Ning? Wen Ning from behind. Wen Ning from behind.
From behind.
Because it wasn't the sword. Sword is Yang Li.
阿丽塔还在等着你。
Yeah, I was wrong on the last words, too. That's just what I was talking about, though. The stupidity of zombies. You give them an order. It can be real hard to pull that one back.
Yeah.
Unless we have a lot of face makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, really. I guess that's all we really need.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
We brought Wen Ning back.
Mm-hmm.
Possibility she might not even notice.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, though. With a hole in your chest, you know.
From behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be coming to the front. We don't see it anyway.
Oh, we saw the hand all the way through.
I didn't see the hand all the way through.
Yeah, the hand
I'm
went all the way
disagreeing
through.
with you on this because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess that's the one guess we didn't make, that Wen Ning would have done it.
Yeah. Defending his master.
Yeah, well, I mean, not really.
Orders, yeah.
It was under attack at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Lin Jing has a legitimate grievance now because this is his fault. I mean, it's part the other guy's fault too, but technically this was your zombie. It kind of makes it an extension of yourself, necromancer to necromancer.
Yeah. I mean,
if my skeleton,
past or present?
Oh, past, obviously. Oh, the shot from the opening too.
She was already pregnant? They already had the kid?
Had to have been.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's his kid.
你又不信我，又不信他，是不是非要那个谁说好看，你才信呢？
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go back to the. I got something to do.
什么字？我还没出生的外甥的字。兰陵金是下一辈。
How can you grin right now?
那就讲。
Unless this is a different time, that the other thing hasn't happened yet.
听起来像姑苏兰氏的。
Well, he was going to another wedding.
No. I mean that this is a completely unrelated timeline.
Yeah.
There's no chance in hell this is like right after.
Yeah, I know that doesn't make any sense.
Otherwise, he's like the greatest actor ever. Like I'm just gonna put that behind me for the moment, and because otherwise it'd be like, yeah, I gotta go back to the valley and see if I can like do a little. First, I gotta get Wen Ning's sister because she's a good doctor and she might be able to make this look some putty and some clay, like something.
Yeah.
Sleep on your back from now on.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Wen Ning into a talking zombie, sort of. Like he doesn't seem like the same guy anymore, but who's to tell, right? There's a big empty spot between him playing like distraction game for the Wen clan to get these guys to safety, and to him being tortured to death. So who's to say how he has a personality change? He could be that guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, at this point, either you come clean. Oh, my guy, the guy who you guys hate, by the way, killed your fiance.
Yeah.
Or you bring him back as a zombie, do a lot of makeup, and then make him get into an accident.
See, but it was magic, so it could be very dicey, but the image that he had was of them, two of them holding the baby. So I think the marriage did actually happen, and this happened later that we're going to something else. It was someone else's
I'm not
marriage,
disputing unless
maybe?
you jump into things that we're not in dispute.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we already agreed that this happened. The last scene happened in a different timetable.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the element of explaining away what happened, though. Or I'm actually not even talking about that. I'm talking about creating a lie to explain what happened.
Yeah, I don't
Which
think
is to say, raise him from
happen.
the dead, and then put a lot of makeup on him so he looks like he's real, find an audience, and have an accident happen. They can have him fall off of a cliff and then fall right where the hole was.
Have it Weekend at Burnings kind of style, yeah.
Well, not even, because Weekend at Bernie's 2 is magic.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's 1 isn't, because Weekend at Bernie's 2 doesn't exist yet. But, yeah, just have him have an accident after he's already been killed.
Except that the guy that he has to kill him, otherwise, no, but he died from the disease, so he could run back and tell everyone, hey, this guy, look, he killed a bunch of us, including the son of the clan
Well, then he would
leader,
have to admit that they started the attack.
Not really. They were there to escort him to the wedding, right? As they are.
The idea there was that they were being tricked, that the wedding wasn't happening yet. Or that he wasn't invited. His indication is somewhat vague. He's either indicating that he's not been invited to the wedding because the wedding's not happening right now, or he's not invited to the wedding because he's not invited to the wedding. One of these two things is true. In which case, they can't be escorting him to the wedding that's not happening.
Yeah. Although he found out about the wedding from Lan San, so I guess he could have told him, hey, if you're going to visit him, tell him that, there's a wedding going on. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit confusing, especially with the last bit at the end. It was like, oh.
You think that was confusing?
No, that this is confusing, not that you were confusing. You're fine. The narrative confusing.
That's not even what I said last, since I said you think this is confusing.
Oh, okay. So you said you think I. No,
that's not what I said.
No.
Definitely, it's a lot more confusing for me right now. But
I am confused about my confusion of your confusion about the confusion that we had over the confusing episode.
I'm pretty sure I followed the back half there very clearly. Obviously, there's some things that I missed with the Stygian amulet scene in particular, but I think that was just the focus on how it empowers Wrath, or is empowered by Wrath. Yeah. That's why I was saying before that I thought the scene was going to transition to showing us that the Wrath that's empowering it beyond his control was actually coming from him.
Yeah, but no.
A Hulk situation. That's the secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
Apparently, no, it's environmental.
Well, because they made their base at the
burial mounds, yeah. Yeah, I thought you froze for a moment there.
No, I did freeze. I froze in indecision. Because the only thing I think coming in my head was the Barrens, and that was wrong, and then just couldn't get there from here.
That's a different world altogether. Yeah.
Well, I keep making the joke about Gruul's lair, the area of Outland in World of Warcraft that Gruul's lair takes place in looks exactly like the burial mounds.
Yeah. I mean, you want to make something dreadful and scary, you put a lot of jagged edges on everything.
I mean, there's an area in Conan Exiles looks exactly like this too.
Yeah.
Where the Vikings live.
Yeah.
Or Norse, or whatever you call them.
Yeah. So yeah, this episode definitely wasn't what I expecting. It wasn't what you were expecting.
Oh, there's no telling. There's like no fucking telling. Because we're jumping all over the fucking timeline. There's no way to know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because each episode could be episodic, the last episode, plus 50% content from another time. So
yeah, I have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb through the notes.
Kind of feels like I could do with this what I do with Sentence to Be a Hero. Where in Sentence to Be a Hero, I have a map.
Sentence. Yes, okay.
What?
It sounded like you said it's sense to be a hero. I was like, what?
No, sentenced.
Yeah, but I didn't catch the last part.
Well, anyway, what I was saying was, in Sentenced to Be a Hero, I have a map. And what I do is I put a little dot in the map, and in the dot, I put the episode numbers of what episodes take place here. And then like a little arrow or a line rather connecting the dots together. So episode 1, 2 is here, and then we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here. That I could make a timeline and connect dots across. Okay, in this episode we were in 22, and then we go to this, but then we go back to 22, and then we go back here. I can do a little timeline arrow of our travels across the timeline to try and figure out when things are happening in relation to one another. I don't know. I don't know that would help anything. There'd be a visual representation, but it wouldn't really help us that much. I think the only thing that would help is actually doing that a recut, and putting everything in chronological order. But there's certain events that don't happen in any specific order. Although I think we could figure them out. I think a person could figure it out.
Yeah.
But also just be something that would be completely unshareable. Although, I remember back in the day, I think this is what, like, God, when did like Thor 2 come out?
Thor 2. Well, 2014, 2015, I think.
Somewhere around then, I remember there was a site where somebody had recut the entire Marvel movie universe, cinematic universe, into what, like a 100 and something hour, 200 hour movie.
2011.
So you would start the Marvel Cinematic Universe watching the early flashback stuff of Thor, right? Because that stuff happens a long time ago. Then you get what was happening with the elves, and then you would get into like the real early movies, like the Hulk. You would watch the Hulk, and then you watch Iron Man. But also, anytime there was like a flashback in any of those movies, they would happen in the mega movie. Yeah. So you'd be watching stuff you have no context for, and then you would have to remember it when it came back up in the future movie. So it's not like there's no precedent for this, although, again, that's fan projects. Still wouldn't be able to share with anybody. I'm not sharing pirated content.
Yeah. Overly complex. I think it's a good idea, but it's overly complex for what we're trying to do here.
I mean, I would argue that the original, is overly complex.
Already, yeah.
Well, there's no reason for it. Presumably, the character knows what happened. Unless our idea is that he has amnesia and that hasn't been expressed to us, then he knows what's already happened. In which case, if I don't want to knock the show, because it's a good show, it's a good story. But the idea is that it feels like it doesn't have enough emotional weight on its own, and it feels like the only way to give it more emotional weight is for us to wander into these situations without knowing.
Be shocked by it. Yeah.
Well, no, not shock. Like, the element is, imagine that you're going to a family gathering, right? No, not your family gathering. Imagine you're going to your girlfriend's family gathering, and you're unaware of the dramas that are happening within this family.
Yeah.
And you're just wandering up to people, asking them questions about their life and everything, not knowing what minefields to avoid.
Yeah.
Versus, wait a second, I know all these people. And then you're watching somebody else from the outside doing that. Somebody else with their girlfriend or something like that. Yeah. And you've already done this all yourself, and you know the minefields and everything. I don't know. I'm falling apart on the explanation here, but you get the idea. The idea from the outside, if we knew everything that had happened and we'd watched everything in order, we'd be like, why the hell is he doing that? That doesn't make any sense. Why, if he knows? But instead, we're watching him doing a bunch of stuff without us knowing. And then when he gets there, we're so trying to keep track of what's happened in the timeline that we're not like, wait a second, why did he do that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I see where you're going with that.
I mean, it's either that or we're supposed to be buying into his hope to get past what happened. And then we're only being introduced to what happened after the hope has been crumbled. It's just a weird storytelling. Like, I think you could do this better. I say, criticizing a classic that everyone loves. Look, Beethoven, I don't mean to. Beethoven, listen to him. Well, this guy can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the joke hits me as I'm in the middle of giving a thing, and then I realize, oh, wait, no, it's funnier just to leave it there.
Yeah.
But, to criticize a classic and say you could do it better, to be fair, that is not the show we're watching, but that is the critique of Alexander Dumas in Fate. Not the actual person. I have no idea what the actual person thinks, but in Fate Strange Fake, Alexander Dumas is, I read a story that inspired me to create my own story, which was way worse than the original. No, sorry. Yeah. It's not he read the story that inspired. He read a copy of a story, and then he read the original, but the thing that inspired him to do all his work was the copy that was worse than the original, and he cannot deny that it was the bad copy that inspired him. and he didn't feel that much for the original. Which, to be fair, is a common sensation these days. People who can't respect the original, like, sci-fi shit, like our car conversations, they can't respect the original sci-fi shit that inspired all the sci-fi shit that is around today, because the original, by comparison, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the resources or the ideas to explore everything that they were doing when they did it originally. And the new stuff has, 40, 50 years of build-up of technology and writing ideas.
And how you measure it, you could go as easily over 100 years, depending if you're talking about books.
Well, I specifically said sci-fi, so...
Yeah, sci-fi. I mean, Metropolis was in 1920-something.
Yeah, but you can't say all of sci-fi lessons. We're talking about what is popular in the media today. I would say you go back as far back as Space Battleship Yamato is probably going to be my go-to. I'm not talking about just anime. I mean, Space Battleship Yamato sets the stage for Battlestar Galactica and all these other things. I would argue, I don't know if it touches Star Wars or anything like that, but Star Wars itself has its inspiration in Flash Gordon, which is still in the... I don't know. We might be in the space of I don't know how old I am anymore. I've been seeing that a lot in Imager a lot. You got to be 21 years old to buy this. I am 21 years old. It's like, your license says 20. You're born in 2005. Oh, I'm old. So when I say 50 years old, I might be thinking that it's like 2010 or 2000.
Yeah. So yeah, this episode, like I said, I think we need, again, we're gonna have to go with a fine-tooth comb in the note to go like, let's see if we can make some sense of it.
Oh, I'm sure it makes
sense. We know what happens, but
I mean, the big thing is what's his name? Lin Zhuan being killed.
Fist through the heart, and he's to blame. I guess he did give love a bad name.
I think it sucks because you didn't try to match beat at all.
No, I'm not a singer.
Doesn't matter. It's a beat. It's the beat that makes it important. Here, let me give you a lead in. Oh!
Okay.
No?
Oh, what? No.
No, that's that's the opening of
the song, yeah.
All right, just leave me hanging. I see what it is.
Yeah.
All right, well, with all that said then, once again, I have been Theta, this has been Lessons, we've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?